So I found myself stepping over my own boundaries this past week, right? I was fried, needing rest, but I heard a friend was having a difficult time. And even though they didn't directly ask me for help, I went into my son is in cancer mode, abandoning my own needs to support them. And did I mention I wasn't asked for help, right? So this week is a great time to look at our boundaries and how we cross them, abandoning ourselves with Venus entering Cancer. I'm Sheridan, your AstroLife coach, guiding women like you who feel stuck, overwhelmed, and pushed to the brink by menopause to clean out the mental junk that holds you back from making real life change by harnessing the power of astrology and coaching to take your life to the next level. So, Venus is entering Cancer on Wednesday. So, this like Cancer and all of the like giving signs, those serving others, many of the cardinal signs can often have to learn about boundaries, right? And how do we take care of ourselves versus taking care of others, nurturing these giving signs, right? I'll even like rope Pisces into that there's all these giving signs that need to learn about boundaries. So Venus, our divine feminine planet, is moving into Cancer this week. So this is a great time to talk about this. And so what are boundaries, right? We hear a lot about them. They can be kind of a buzzword. I'm establishing my boundary. But boundaries are essentially what's okay for you and what's not okay for you. Just period. It's that simple. And they're really our responsibility. There are boundaries with ourselves. So that was a big one when I first was learning about that, going to life coaching school and getting my certification, was really learning about if my boundaries are getting crossed, I'm the one crossing them, right? So the story I told at the start of this video is perfect example, right? I'm not being asked for help, but I go into helper mode because I have that tendency with like, I have a whole stellium in Cancer and Jupiter is going over it right now. So it's like getting super activated. So I'm getting a great opportunity to learn of where I still need to peel back the next layer of onion, become more aware so I can make different choices and take different actions, right? So this is also, as a side note, a great example that everything that Jupiter touches doesn't always make it better. It just makes it bigger. So it's lighting up my Cancer stellium. There were some amazing things that happened for me as Jupiter was crossing my Mars, but now that it's crossing my Sun, I'm like, this is up for me of this boundary of where I take care of myself. I take time when I'm fried and burnt out, and I know I just need to like quiet and have this downtime. But I immediately went against that. And so, what is that? That's an opportunity for me to kind of look into, oh, it's a boundary. It's a boundary I crossed over. It won't be the last. It's definitely not the first. But now I see that what's happened, I can make different choices this week to take care of myself and take different actions, right? So crossing my boundary led to me feeling like resentful and irritated and angry. But this is all on me. No one crossed my boundary, just I did, right? So, as soon as I can feel those emotions, there's something a therapist a long time ago called me like check engine lights. It's like, ooh, wait, what's happening under the hood here that needs my attention because no one's done anything wrong, but I'm feeling irritated. So, what does this mean for us this week with Venus entering Cancer, right? It's this awesome week to look at our boundaries and our self-care, right? We're in Leo season, so self-care is up as well. We have Mercury meeting with the sun on Thursday, so Mercury cazimi. And that is another great time to like tune in. What kind of messages are we getting? Mercury from the sun, from spirit, ourselves, our souls, about how we love ourselves, self-care, how do we take care of ourselves? That's been the energy that's been really lit up for a while now, from my perspective. So, interestingly, Venus is entering Cancer the same day that Chiron is going retrograde. And Chiron can be a huge motivator and impetus to look at those wounds that we carry, right? Where it's like, oh, I feel like I have to give even when I'm on empty because that's how I survived, trauma in my childhood, putting others first, trying to, not rock the boat. Take care of everyone around me as a way to manage and control what was feeling out of control. So I'm sure a bunch of you can relate and have your own story. But this week is a great time to lean into, like, what is the wounding underneath those boundaries? What boundaries do I need to set to take better care of myself so I can be full and give from that place? So this week, right, the invitation is just to stop crossing your own boundaries, or a boundary to start. And what boundary are you crossing for yourself? Where are you saying yes when you really want to say no? Where are you accepting things that don't work for you? All of that. And just lean into a little self-care. So, what's one thing you can do this week to, you know, more better take care of your boundary and better take care of yourself. If boundaries are a challenge for you, which is often the case for many of us women, especially us that are survivors of trauma, and you want to change, but you don't know how, I offer a free AstroLife coaching call to help you work through what's getting in your way using astrology as a potent guide. So next week, I'll see you for the Aquarius full moon and Mars entering Libra. So we have another cardinal sign serving other sign coming up, Libra. And now there can be an opportunity to look at our relationships or relationship issues. How perfect in time with this boundary focused week. All right, thanks for watching, and I wish you an empowered, sacred feminine week.